So you want to start eating healthy, but you're not quite sure where to start. So I designed this series just for you because I have been exactly in your shoes. My name is Lori Dorneman, and I am a wellness coach with a faster way to fat loss. I really left teaching because I wanted to spend the rest of my life, I'm 58 years old, living in this lane because I love nutrition, I love health, and I love helping women really get their mojo back. In this first video, I really want to lay a foundation, and then from here on out, I'm going to keep adding layers to that, but we're going to start with this. You got to eat whole foods. You have to start eating whole foods. You have to understand the importance of them, and you have to start adding them to your diet. The truth of the matter, it is really easy to eat processed food. It's really easy to run into Starbucks. It's amazingly simple to go through McDonald's. I know that. I've lived that life for a long, long time. But what happens is it promises something, like, oh, fast, and amazing and all these things, but it never, ever delivers. So what I want you to do is just start thinking about that and just kind of like being more rational, not just succumbing to the quick hit, but like just looking at that. Okay, it promises this, but does it deliver? And just sit with that. Now, I am someone who has rationalized my eating for years and years and years, and I have done that almost through my religious experience, because I'm a strong Catholic. I'm like, I know I'm loved by God. I know that my husband adores me. And so it's been really easy to go, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I eat. It doesn't matter what I look like. I am loved. And that thought, that understanding has really held me imprisoned, if you think about it. And so I want to take you down this little road, if you don't mind. Saint Irenaeus says the glory of God is man fully alive. And when I first saw that, I was actually at this conference and I saw it and I was like, oh, yes. And that just spoke to all the levels within me. And I took a picture of it and I just like really held that close to my heart. And I was reading this book this week, John Eldredge's book, Waking the Dead. If you want to like have espresso in your reading, it's this book. It's like, he has all these points that are just really amazing. So I love John Eldredge. But he ran across that quote, and at first he was like, really, the glory of God is, us human beings fully alive? And so he had to really sit with that for a long time. And what he came up with is really 2 points, and I think these points are really, really important. Number one, God lives in our hearts. His kingdom on earth is within us. And so he really resides within our hearts. And the second point is, there is an enemy, and that enemy has come in to kill, steal, destroy. And he wants to annihilate our hearts. He wants to annihilate us. I have spent, decades from him telling me that my heart is no good, that I'm a bad person, and all these things, these lies that he tells me. And so when we start listening to that and agreeing with that, then it's no wonder we have to fill ourselves with all this fake stuff and almost numb ourselves out. But the reality is, my heart is good, and so is yours. We were made for good. And so I go back to that quote, the glory of God is you and I fully alive, fully alive. And I know it sounds really crazy, but part of that is what we're eating. And part of that is going back to the abundance of whole foods, the radiance of whole foods, and the nourishment of whole foods. All right, whole foods. Oh my gosh, all the things that we can eat. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Lori, I have no idea what kind of whole foods I would eat. So I'm giving you a free guide, a 5-day meal plan that the Faster Way to Fat Loss has put together, and you will love it. It has shopping lists and it has all the things, and you'll be able to just download that and be able to take it to the grocery store, and you'll be able to create phenomenal foods for yourself. What that will do as you are stepping into a life of whole foods, it's just going to awaken your mind, your body, and your soul, and you're going to love your life. Let's also talk about the physical benefits that you're going to receive. They will give you steady, lasting energy. Thank you, Jesus. Support mental clarity and emotional balance, reduce inflammation, and help our bodies heal, and then balance hormones naturally. That's my big one. For so long, I was just eating all these crazy things, and I was having night sweats, and I was just a hot mess, literally a hot mess. And then I started eating really, really clean, because I thought I was eating clean, but I really wasn't. When I started eating and following this meal plan that I'm giving you, all of a sudden I didn't have the night sweats anymore. I'm like, oh, it really is about the food. Instead of thinking all the things you cannot eat, shift that and like, oh my gosh, look at all these amazing foods that I get to eat. And as you do that, notice what happens. Your energy is going to lift, your cravings are going to quiet, and your mind is going to clear, and your heart will awaken to really the life that God has for you. And that is why I love the quote, "The glory of God is you and I, fully alive." Okay, so if you're thinking to yourself, Lori, this sounds great, but there's like all these like messages in my brain and I really do want to go to McDonald's and I'm not quite sure how to stop that. There is more going on than meets the eye. We're going to talk about that next.